Heat season has been over for about a month now, but you wouldn't know it if you stopped by the American Airlines Arena during the day. As I found out after spending some time with Rodney McGruder, Heat culture is a full-time job and a way of life. It is a word that has come to define the Heat franchise. Culture. They sell it to the players on the team. They sell it to the players who are thinking of signing with the team. And they even sell it to the fans, literally, on t-shirts. Few players understand it better than Rodney McGruder, working his way through the D-League to find a roster spot and eventually becoming a starter. Yet, here in the offseason, McGruder isn't on vacation or taking time off. He's still in Miami, building on that Heat culture of working hard for even more. What would you say to someone who doesn't buy into the whole culture talk?
If you don't buy into this culture talk, you won't be here. Miami Heat isn't for everybody, but you buy in, you buy into the culture and you listen and you play hard.
Season's over, and you guys are still here.
Right.
What keeps you going?
It's a job, you have to treat it that way. Prime example is Udonis. Even UD's been around. Yeah. UD's been around working out. He don't have to be, you know what I mean? But
he can get away with it.
But he's treating it like a job still. Like, he still wants to play in the NBA. And that's one of the, showing that mentality of good is never enough. We have to keep pushing and keep going.
Do you guys coordinate these workouts, or is it just so you show up and say, hey, Hassan, how's it going? And
everybody's just showing up. You see James in here, Hassan's coming in late night, Wayne's in here, Willie's been in here, like Dion. Everybody's just coming in, just doing little things, just try to get 1% better, as, the coaching staff would say.
And of course, the coach who says the most is Heat head coach Erik Spoelstra, who probably would be considered the master of the Heat culture. He, like Rodney, had to work his way up to get to the point where he is. And now he takes his lessons and provides them to the players every single day through the good and bad times.
Coach Spoelstra, he's just so great in the most out of his players, and pushing them and remaining positive no matter how things were going. Early in the year when we weren't winning, he still believed in us, and he, steadily encouraged us. Then he had faith in us that things would turn around, and he did exactly just that. He took control of the team, and he made us. We put the work in, and he built the culture.
And there's that word again, culture. McGruder clearly buys into it, as do his teammates, but he also credits every single assistant coach preaching those same habits every day. As for that word habit, that's one of those catchphrases Spoelstra likes to talk about. We like to call them Spoisms that become like broken records of these players. They hear it, they say it, they live it.
You do the same things every day, you become more consistent in life, not just in basketball, but just in life in general. Just doing things consistently, it builds habits in life.
You guys have it down, like Spo always says, the habits. You guys buy into that, don't you? You're getting those habits, don't you?
Yeah, we do.
You find it doing it like even in your regular life, like what you eat, what you do, the way you structure your life outside of basketball?
Yeah, life outside of basketball. Like, basketball really teaches you discipline. That's why I really enjoy the game of basketball, because it's taking me places, I would never imagine. Met tremendous people.
You finally feel like you could breathe and be like, hey, I'm an NBA player, as opposed to the guy from last year you had to prove it, or you're never going to do that?
You can't breathe. You can't breathe. Once you breathe, you let up, and you should never let up. You should always just keep on pushing, no matter what it is in life. Just push to be better than you were the day before.
A great attitude, huh?
Really good stuff.
Yeah, he works hard. He works hard. I said all those players. You heard him say all those names. Those guys are coming in and day out. I know that they wish they were still playing. McGruder made it clear the players, all the guys from last year's team, want to come back, try to get another go-around, because that great finish, they're putting in that hard work, because they say they've got some unfinished business.